Do you know the constellation in which you were born? So many people define themselves based on their constellation, claiming that they have a personality based on their constellation, or they have a character trait or quality based on that constellation. What's the Jewish take on this subject? Well, our sages tell us that it is true that one's constellation does impact them naturally. So we do have character traits and personality traits based on the constellation in which we were born. However, it's very important to understand that we are not limited and restricted and defined by those personality traits and by that constellation. At the end of the day, we've got the choice, freedom of choice, that allows us to change our qualities no matter what constellation we may be born in. This all began in this week's Torah portion. Abraham and Sarah, our patriarch and matriarch, were barren for so many years. And in this week's portion, God takes Abraham and raises him above the stars, above the constellations. And he says to him, until now, you've been defined by the constellations, and that's why you've been barren. Now I'm taking you above the constellations. You're no longer to be restricted or limited to the constellations, but rather you're going to give birth, even at a late age. And by doing this, he told Abraham and his descendants that although naturally we may be impacted, but at the end of the day, our qualities and character traits are in our own hands. And we can be the ones to make that choice, and we can be the ones to change our future. It's in our hands and in God's hands, no matter what constellation we may be born in. Shabbat Shalom.